Hello everyone. This is my first time streaming. How to start this? I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Maybe I should introduce myself briefly at first. My name is Sumere Kurosaki, and today I'll be playing an otome game that was released on the Switch last year, but I recently was able to get it. The game is Piofiore. I already played some routes before. I did Nicola Francisca route and Dante Falzone route, and today I'll be doing Yang route. He's the one that I am very excited to play. I read some reviews before that he's the total trash, but I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Mm, Also, I wanted to clarify that English is not my first language, so you are gonna see me stutter here and there, but please bear with me. Mm, Also, the game is rated mature because it contains some guns, some mention of drugs, some blood, so please don't watch it if you are not plus 17. Okay, I guess I should start right now. What is it?
私ね、お腹が空いちゃって。
You like eating, don't you?
だって、あなたが作ったトルタ、すごく美味しそうだったでしょ。もし余ったら私が食べちゃおうと思っていたんだけど、全部なくなっちゃって。私のお腹はもうすっかりトルタ気分なのに、このままじゃ耐えられない。
Ah, Elena.
だからね、帰りにパネッテリアに寄りたいんだけど、ダメ？
How about we do? I'll go tell sisters.
グラッツェ、大好きよ。
Elena looks really happy. Sister,
はい。
Elena and I will clean up here.
そう？お願いして大丈夫？
Yes, it shouldn't take long. I'd also like to go someplace with Elena after this so we can take care of the rest.
わかりました。では、私たちはもう戻ります。あなたたちもあまり遅くならないようにね。
Yes, sister. We saw them off, then began the cleanup.
あそこのお店なの。すぐ買ってくるからちょっと待っていて。
Okay, be careful. Good thing we made it before they closed. A sweet aroma drifted from the bakery as I waited for Elena to return. The area was getting dark with not many people around. What's taking her so long?
金の髪、緑の目。間違いねえ、こいつだ。
Excuse me? Exotic cloth, they didn't seem to be locals. Are they member of the Lao Shu? Ah!
悪いが、しばらく眠ってもらう。
They are kidnapping her, I think. Oh, Elena too?
あなたたち何しているの？
Oh, she just saw from far away, I guess.
しかし、よく見りゃあっちもなかなかの上玉だ。いいねで売れるぜ、こりゃ。
やめ。
So they got kidnapped, both of them. Oh, now I'm starting young root. I slowly regained consciousness. My head hurts. What a strange nightmare. I should get up soon to clean the church. She forgot about yesterday? What the fuck? Huh? I lifted my heavy eyelids immediately. A dark room came into view. I sat up and looked around, but my surroundings were completely unfamiliar. What am I doing here? Oh, she remembered now. If those people were from the Lao Shu, it can't be. Was I abducted? If so, have I been brought to Veleno? But why would they bring me here? My mind was all over the place. Confusion and anxiety filled my chest. What do I do? What could I do? In the midst of my confusion, I hear some people talking outside.
これでいいだろ。あとは報告だな。
ああ、おとなしく自分の部屋にいてくれりゃいいんだが。
あの人、すぐ行方くれますしな。期待しねえ方がいいぞ。
These voices, were they the one who abducted me? Who was the he they were talking about? There were so many questions I wanted to ask. I'm scared, but I knew for a fact that just waiting around wouldn't do any good. I can move both my hands and feet. I was somehow surprised to see that they hadn't tied me up. Maybe it was because I was unconscious, or perhaps they underestimated me. I might have a chance to escape. I felt a faint sense of hope and tiptoed to the door. Thank God they didn't lock the door. She's an idiot for trying to run out. Like this way. She should maybe try to go through the window or something. Why through the door? There might be a guard who stand there. I carefully opened the door so I wouldn't make a sound, then peered into the hall. Seeing that the coast was clear, I sighed with relief. I had almost lost all hope when I realized I was abducted by the Lao Shu. I may have a little bit of luck left. Careful not to make a sound, I slowly opened the door wider and stepped in the hallway. I tiptoed my way down the corridor. Eventually, I found a stairway leading downstairs. I hear people's voices downstairs. There seemed to be a few people on the bottom landing. Could be the guards? If I just walked down the stairs, they would definitely see me. If I can't use the stairs, maybe the window? But what floor am I on? Oh, okay, she has brain now. For the time being, I should find a window, maybe over there.
お前は
I've been caught. I instinctively ran for it, but the only place I could go was upstairs.
おい、待て。
うるせえな。何騒いでるんだ。
いや、今そこに見慣れない女がいたからよ。誰か連れ込んだか？はあ？まずい。どっちに行った？すぐ捕まえねえと。
I ran up the stairs and hid behind nearby wall. All the stairs looked familiar, so I had no idea how far up I went.
この辺の階にやがると思うんだが。
どこに隠れたんだあの女。その辺の部屋に入っちまったのか。
A man opened each door and hurriedly searched inside the room. As they did so, I held my breath and turned back towards the stairs. I don't think I can escape out the window from this floor. I just need to get as far down as I can. Oh no, someone coming upstairs. I knew that if I ran back upstairs, I'd be trapped between them. But if I stayed here, I would be caught for sure. Please, God. My heart was pounding with fear as I ran up the stairs. I opened the door at the end of the staircase and found myself on the rooftop. Ah! I felt the cool air on my skin and looked up at the night sky. For a second, I felt the tension break. But this did end. There was nowhere else for me to run. I was faced with the bitter reality and felt a sense of desperation came over me. I thought there was no one else on the rooftop until now. Oh no, someone's here. There was a dark shadow that blended into the night, standing at the edge of the rooftop. Was he looking at the stars? Or was he looking down at the lights of the town beneath him? He is not turning around. Wouldn't he have heard the door open as I came out here? Did he not see me? Then if I am able to hide myself, I might be able to get away. Just as I felt the faint of hope. Oh, he's here. The shadow slowly turned around. The golden eyes that shone in the night seemed to be in daze as if they couldn't see me. I had really bad feelings about this, as an instinctive fear deep down. Who is he? I cowered from the eerie shadow. My body was beginning to tremble with fear. To choose. Say something or run for it. Maybe she should run, but I don't know. She does not have any way. If she goes back, there are the guards looking for her. And now this guy is on the rooftop. I should probably choose this one. I don't know. I might be able to make a run for it. He either didn't realize that I was here or he was simply not interested in me. Either way, this was my last opportunity to get out of here. That was all I could think. I have no choice but to go back down the stairs. I had a better chance than continuing to stay up here. There was no other way. I couldn't exactly jump to the neighboring buildings. But to be honest, there was part of me that felt like I could. I was cornered and unable to make a sound decision. There was no way I could escape. I had fallen into the rat nest. I keep hearing they call them rats. Why?
やっと見つけたぞてめえ。
I finally found you, you brat, making us run all over the place. Wait, what would happen if I choose the first one? He would notice her, right? Let me try it again. Decide which. option should I choose? To say something for him? How would he react? I have to say something. It might be a futile effort, but just maybe he might be different from other men. She is too optimistic if she thinks this way. He didn't rush to capture me like the others. Even if this is Lao Shu base, I'm sure not everyone is a bad person. What the fuck? How she could think like this? They may even hear me out. I hung onto whatever hope I had left and spoke up. I'm sorry for bothering you. I think I've been brought here by mistake. If possible, could you please not tell anyone that you saw me? She's fucking stupid! What the hell? Here comes, yeah. Did he just smile? A moment ago, I was relieved to think I'd been spared. However, I was now terrified, as you should. The moment I saw him smile, I froze. I just couldn't move. And the next moment, he did what? That is it? What the heck? Like in other routes, we barely got a kiss like near the end, but in Young Route we get it from the first chapter. I think I can't think. My lips were sealed. What the? A slender arm had reached out, catching me by the chin. It pulled me in. And in my vision was an unexpectedly beautiful person drawing closer to me. Our faces touched. Not only your face. I could smell a sweet flowery fragrance and felt something wet on my lips. So, what? What's happening? I'm fangirling right here, but she's terrified, and I understand her feelings, but I struggled to break free from his grasp and turned my face away. Stop! But they wouldn't listen. Despite having very thin fingers, the power of his strength was too much. I felt like his sweet poison was entering my lips. My head felt dizzy and my vision went wide. I felt myself fading. Oh, did he deliver poison or something through that? Fight it? I think she should fight it, but... No, at this rate. I tried to resist once more and tried with all my might to twist my body away. His lips wouldn't part from mine, so all I could do was swing my hand up. Oh, she realized now she could slap him? What are you doing? I slapped his face with all my might and finally could breathe freely. Furious, I glared straight at him. His smirk never left his face, and he showed no sign of anger at my resistance. He wasn't even fazed by the slap. Does he feel no pain? Of course he felt it, but maybe she was too weak. The slap was too weak, maybe. I was confused. He asked in a whisper.
どうして抵抗する？俺が気に食わないか？
He is voiced by Okamoto Nobuhiko. He's known for Bakugo from My Hero Academia. This voice actor is really good. Like, this is one of the main reasons that I was excited to play Young Root. I heard his voice before in other roles, and also he seems to be very twisted characters. I love twisted characters because they make me deeply analyze them, and I love doing that. Okay, let's now continue. Why do you resist? Do you find it repulsive? Repulsive? What? That's not the issue here. To kiss someone I've never met, whose name I don't even know? His statement was so insensitive that I couldn't help but raise my voice. Of course she would be angry because... Not only that, she was raised in the church, so... You know. You expected me to just accept this? This is so appalling. He should be ashamed of himself. As if no longer finding this entertaining, his smile disappeared.
そうか。ご教授に感謝しよ
Thank me?
う。ああ、女から望まれることはあっても、抗われた経験はないものでな。
I think I understand a little bit now. The man spoke with such arrogance. Well, I never wanted this. The man gave a taunting stare and spoke with some air of surprise.
この拠点に出入りしている女など、商売女と相場は決まっているが、違ったのか？気づかなかった。
Is he saying I look like them? I glared back at him and responded as calmly as I could. I don't. I've never been mistaken for such a person before.
それは失礼した。では、誰かの客人か？
He do that to anyone? Like, what the hell? He gave me a challenging smirk, but I couldn't answer. I don't think I can ask him for help. Standing so close to him, I looked into his eyes once more, and I knew. His deep golden eyes seemed to draw me into a trap. A devilish color, like a full moon on the horizon. And in the depths of those eyes there were no human emotion, only emptiness. Of course, what did she expect from a mafia that's known for doing bad things in her town? She expect empathy? They let her go? Simply looking eyes with him is giving me the chills. I felt like I was looking into void. She is describing him like that. Footsteps sparked into the rooftop. It was the man looking for me.
すいません。いや、例の女がちょっと。
ここにいる。
He spoke casually, and I froze where I stood. It was Yang. He casually bent down and stared into my shaken face. He then whispered, as if to Lover. So they introduced his name right now. But I already know since I played the other
お
roles.
前は俺の客人らしいな。
I was at a loss of words. He knew from the beginning. Oh, he knew who I was. I had no choice but to accept this heavy truth. I knew there was no other option. But what happened to her friend? Didn't they kidnap her also? There was never a way out for me from the very beginning.
それで自分の置かれた状況はどれくらい把握している？
They had taken me from the rooftop to a room inside, where they sat me down on the chair. The members of the Lao Shu simply stood behind the man and didn't say a word.
言っておくが、書生のために無知のふりをしようなどとは思わんことだ。
His voice is too hard, it's making my heart beat so fast.
言葉の通じない相手とのおしゃべりほど苛立つものもないからな。
He spoke in a tone that made it difficult to tell what his true intention were. He continued without waiting for my answer.
もしお前が思考を放棄するような真似をすれば、何もわからない、すべて教えろとこちらに委ねるのであれば、その脳みそは飾りなのだろう。俺はお前に価値を見出さない。つまらないおしゃべりは嫌いだ。お前が上手に話してみせたら、褒美に疑問に答えてやろう。
What kind of reward, though?
それと、要点を絞って分かりやすく話せ。ブルローネに来て数年経つが、イタリア語は煩雑でかなわん。
You are speaking in Japanese, not Italian, though. I'm kidding. He can lie with such a straight face. He's been speaking in fluent Italian this whole time. So in the game, they are meant to be speaking Italian, but we are hearing them in Japanese, and the subtitles are in English, and I have to think of the translation word in my own native language. Okay? English is not my native language, and I want to clarify this. I couldn't help but sigh. That seemed to come as a surprise to him, and he cocked his head. I suppose I have no choice but to prepare for the worst. I stared back at his golden eyes and spoke. I am clearly at disadvantage.
そうか？発言を許してやるだけ優しいつもりだったが。
And saying the wrong thing will end my life.
では、貝のように黙り込むか？
I can't. If I say nothing, you will be displeased. You were the one who said I am in a dangerous spot. That was what he said.
では、どうする？
I will talk. Because I have no other choice. I will tell you everything that I know, and I'm going to see how you react.
俺を値踏みしようというわけか。
His smile deepened as if the whole situation amused him. Without taking my eyes off him, I thought very hard and finally spoke. I am in Velino. The people who attacked and abducted me called you Yang on the rooftop, which means you are the boss of the Lao Shu. The head of the Lao Shu rarely made appearance in the outside world. I had never met him, of course, nor had I ever seen him, because he is in the rat nest. However, I have heard of his name before. Oh, so she heard about him before. As if to confirm my assumption, the man before me smiled widely.
ご名答。
He was exactly as he was rumored to be. A killer who took the the lives of both friend and foe. No matter how inhuman or cruel, he was capable of doing anything without hesitation. He had an intimidating aura, unlike anyone else.
それで他に気づいたことは？
The fact that you are showing your face must mean you brought me here for a specific reason. As much as I didn't want to believe it, that was the only conclusion I could come to. That's all I can think of. With that, I clenched both of my fists, which were sitting on my lap. I don't know if my answer was that he was looking for. My body tensed, knowing that the worst could happen to me if it wasn't. He gave me a tormenting stare and slowly started to speak up.
悪くない。
He liked the answer, I guess.
言葉が通じる相手なら喋る価値もあるというものだ。しかし、怯えているのか？震えているようだが。
Of course she is frightened. Just got kidnapped. He was right. I couldn't help but look away. Being exposed to the threat of death, if I could let my guard down now, I may start to cry. It's because you are intimidating. I'm not frightened. Which one should I choose? He seems to like strong women that resist him, so maybe the second one is the correct answer. I think this is the correct answer. I don't know. I'm gonna choose it and see his reaction. Perhaps it's your imagination. I'm not frightened, nor am I shaking. She's acting like Cinderella. I tried to bluff and looked back at him with a serious expression. Suddenly I could see his eyes grow cold.
幼稚な女だ。
He saw me go with embarrassment and spoke in a manner that seemed to
虚
pity me.
勢を虚勢と見抜かれていながら、なおも意地を張る。騙し通せない嘘に何の意味がある。もう少し駆け引きを覚えておけ。
There was no rebuttal from me. I glared at him as my last form of defense. He wasn't fazed by it and simply took it off stride. Let me choose the first one and see his reaction. She should say the truth, I think. Let's see. That's right, you are intimidating. I decided to be honest. Being taken to the mafia base and being tested by its leader, of course I would feel this way. The best I could do was to try and keep my voice steady.
芝居はあまりうまくないようだな。それでもペラペラと語ってみせたのはお前なりの虚勢だったか。しかし評価しよう。
I think he liked this one more. Comment? Because I said you were intimidating?
違う。お前は生存の可能性を高める努力を怠らなかった。
Then you are not going to kill me? He smirked and responded vaguely.
生きようという意志のあるものを手にかけるのは心が痛む。
Okay.
俺もアッキ羅刹ではないからな。
You're a hot devil. Is that so? As he said that, I felt he was scarier than a devil. What is scarier than the devil? Hell? No, I don't know. Like, what do you think is scarier? Yang looked at the men who were standing by and muttered orders.
下がれ。
わかりました。何かあれば呼んでください。
The vigilant men exited the room and I was left alone with Yang. Scarier now. Yang smirked and turning to me once more.
さて、約束を守るとしよう。
Now, I suppose I shall fulfill my
何
promise.
か知りたいことがあるなら、気の向く範囲で答えてやるが。
Please, I need to think carefully. I'm sure he won't answer many questions. Once he is bored, he may end this session abruptly. I chose one thing that I was most curious about. I think the first one. Why me? Let's see his reaction. Why did you take me? What's your purpose?
お前は親がいないらしいな。そして
Yes.
教会に保護された。記録では生後数日のうちにだ。しかし、お前はどこにでもいる不幸な家なき子ではない。
Was he an unfortunate child? He must have a bad childhood, but let's see. Yes, I think I was very blessed that the church took me in.
恵まれているか。だが、お前の得意性はそれだけにとどまらない。
What do you mean? I had no idea what he was getting at, and he answered calmly.
教会に保護されたその時から今まで、ファルツオーネファミリーがずっとお前を見守り続けていた。
Okay, I see. The Falzoni family. My eyes grew wide, hearing that name. The mafia was watching over me?
調べはついている。お前が保護された時期と前後して、ファルツオーネから教会への寄付金は倍増。お前の参加していた炊き出しでは、高頻度でファルツオーネから護衛がつけられていた。
What?
お前は何も知らされていない。自分の立場に自覚もない。
Position?
そうだ。すでに峡谷筋の情報源からも裏を取っている。お前という存在に価値があることに間違いはない。
Position, existence, value. The words together made no sense to me. I had never been aware of any connection between myself and the Falzone. But no matter how much I denied it, nothing would shake his conviction. And it wouldn't change the information he obtained either.
なんだ。
Perplexed, I asked another question. It was all I could do. Was the reason the Laoshu took me to make a deal with the Falzone?
いいよ。ファルツオーネが大切にしている女に一度会ってみたくてな。だから招いた。それ以上の意味はない。
He's lying with a straight face. He had no intention of hiding his attitude. But if I really am connected to the Falzone, he could threaten them and ask for a ransom. It was easy for me to come to the conclusion that it was why they abducted me.
お前にはしばらくここで生活してもらう。食事は振る舞うし、寝床も用意してやる。
For some time?
ファルツオーネは今頃躍起になってお前を探しているはずだ。 そして遠からずお前がここにいると知り奪い返しに来るだろう。
So, if the Falzone really does attack the Laoshu, I can be freed?
だからお前をベレーの地区より外には行かせない。
Huh? Then that means you will let me walk around as long as it's within Veleno?
構わん。
Oh, he's so confident.
それと大切な客人に万一のことがあっては胸が痛む。専用の護衛をつけてやろう。
Honored guest. It's not really a guard, is it? Rather someone to watch me? He saw me, sigh gloomily, and his eyes thinned as if it were amusing to him.
すぐに殺しはしない。死なれてしまっては価値がないからな。
He won't kill me yet. Two side stories.
報告です、カポ。例の件についてなんですが、ついに目撃証言が上がりました。
続けろ。
2人の男が彼女を路地に連れ込み、無理やり拉致するところを見たと。服装からしてベレーノの人間、おそらくラオシュ絡みじゃないかってことで、男たちが彼女を連れてベレーノ方面に向かったことは間違いなさそうです。その後の足取りは今追ってます。
分かった。下がっていい。
はい、失礼しました。
困ったことになったね。
あ
最近のラオ州は若い女性を無差別にさらっていたようだけど、無差別じゃなかったのかもね。全ては彼女にたどり着くためだったのかも。
彼女を探していたと。
ヤンは彼女が僕た
ヤンの思惑がどうであれ、俺たちはどんな手を使っても彼女を取り戻さなければならない。ファルツォーネの使命にかけて必ず。
けどベレーの地区は危険だよ。ラオ州の息がかかった人間ばかりだし、僕たちでもおいそれとは立ち入れない。僕たちは他組織の領域に立ち入らないのを暗黙の了解にしているしね。どちらにしろ今すぐ動くわけにはいかない。都度状況に合わせて対応しよう。僕も懇意の情報屋たちに探らせてみるから。
だが、もし彼女がラオ州のヤンの拠点に連れ去られたのなら、たやすく嗅ぎつけられるような情報など転がってはいないだろ
う。それはそうだけど、だからって調べないわけにもいかないよ。らしくもなくイライラしているんだね、ダンテ。そんなにあの子が心配なの？
Nanda is super worried.
違う。使命を守る。
Seems like Nicola is seeing through him. He won't kill me. Okay, there's another side story. Compliment.
当カジノのご利用に感謝いたします。本日もまた大きなお取引を終えられたようですね。
ああ。
もはや狩猟のあの方よりあなたの方がラオ州にとって欠かせない人材なのでは？
あまりおだてるな、ディレットーレ。何も出ないぞ。
いいえ、私は本心を申し上げているまで。あなたは今、狩猟代理として様々な面で表立って動かれておいでです。資金も芳醇に蓄えておられるようですし、実質、ラオ州の頭と言っても過言。
I don't know about this guy. Like, we saw him briefly in other roles, but I don't even know his name or what he do. The idea of him doing so at some point kept me from feeling relieved. I can't trust him. Of course you can't. The anxiety that nested in my heart only grew. After Yan and I spoke for a short while, he brought me to a room. Well, it has a nice decoration. I love it. He told me he'd take me to my room, but clearly this room is already being used by someone. Mm. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. If anything serious happen right now, I'm not ready.
寝る。
So it's his room. Wait a minute. I don't think you have explained. His porcelain skin, his tattoo of an eagle spread across his chest and arm. I didn't realize it was an eagle tattoo. I tried my best to avert my eyes from his body and asked him, "This is the room I'm going to use, right?"
そうだ。
Then why are you taking your clothes off?
ここは俺の部屋だ。服を着たままだと寝心地が悪い。だから脱いだ。
Your room? Then where is my room? You fucking idiot.
だからここだ。
Here?
そうだ。お前は大切な客人だからな。俺の部屋で休ませてやろう。
I could feel all the blood in my head leave me. Is there any way you can prepare a separate room for me? She's asking for too much. It could be the room from earlier or even a closet, anywhere.
客人をそんなところに寝泊まりさせられん。第一、その部屋を使うときにお前が寝ていては邪魔だ。
But even so, no, we can't do this. Everything was happening so quickly. I felt dizzy and I couldn't say anything. To sleep in a room alone with another man, that's too... See me flustered. Yang gave an exhausted sigh.
二人きりでなければいいのか
Huh?
部下どもが雑魚寝をしている部屋ならあるにはあるが大勢の男に囲まれて寝るのと一人の男と共にするのとどちらがお前の好みだ
Maybe sleep on the tiger on the floor? Like... Yang had an emotionless look as he judged my reaction. Then he continued on swiftly.
イタリアの風土に影響されたのかラオ州の男たちは女好きでなお前が行けばさぞかし歓迎するだろう
No, no,
誰のものでもない女は全員のものと同義だからな
no, what the hell? I wasn't naive enough to not know what he meant by welcome. He spoke in a tone as if he were seducing me and whispered into my ears.
教えてやろう
It's hard not to squeal. Like, I understand her situation. But he's so fucking hot. He peered into my face with a cruel smirk, seeming to be toying with his prey.
この巣穴で何事もなく生き延びるのにとても簡単な道が一つだけある
What is it?
狩猟の女になればいい俺のものに手を出すような命知らずはつまらんことに一人もいないからなお前がこの部屋で寝起きすれば 俺の部下はどう思うだろうな。俺はこう見えて飽きやすい。自分の部屋に女を住まわせるなど我ながら稀有な気まぐれだ。
Then the others might think that you have really taken a liking to me.
そしてベレーノにいる限りお前の身の安全も保証されるというわけだ。お前の俺の女の機嫌を損ねれば俺に殺されかねんからな。安全なねぐらは嫌いか？この話を聞いてもなおこの部屋を出たいというのなら止めはしないが。
I've sensed this ever since they brought me here, but I have no choices in anything. He was too good at eliminating all other options. I would like to stay in this room. Ah, he's fucking manipulative.
そうか。
Wait! What? I tried to resist, but he easily lifted me up and took me into his bed. He sneered as he climbed on top of me.
俺の女になる。そうだな。
His hair was glossy and beautiful. In the dim light of the room, his hair glowed redder than blood as it filled atop my cheek.
どうして驚いている？俺が何もせず紳士的に指をくわえて見守ってくれるとでも思ったか？
When I looked back at his golden eyes, I felt shivers run down my spine.
往生際が悪いぞ。選んだのはお前だろう。
But She should not accept. I don't plan on having that kind of relationship with you.
つまらん女だ。
I could hear the disappointment in young, weary sigh.
思っていたよりも頭が悪いようだな。
I think the correct one is the first choice, that she accepts him, But let's see his reaction in this one.
俺を受け入れなければお前に待っているのは死だけだろう。
I'll accept that fact and I have to sleep in your room. But I just met you. I don't know you. I can't. I stared at him without looking away. I felt like he was going to swallow me whole. I was scared, but I didn't want to back down. I had no choices but to face him. There isn't an ounce of love between us. I can't give up on my body to such person.
教会の教えか。
It's not only the church, but it's a human thing. I don't think anyone could do this with someone they barely met. No, this has nothing to do with the church. This is how I feel. Okay, I like her response now. Even the kiss. It was aggravating. Just remembering what happened was upsetting. I could feel my heart racing just a little. I would only do this with the person I cared for. I have no plans of doing anything tonight.
逆らう割に怯えが隠しきれていないな。お前の瞳は震えている。それで、お前の気持ちとやらを俺が配慮してやる必要はあるのか？お前はもう狩られた獲物だ。いつでも好きに食い荒らせる餌に過ぎない。
I love his choice of words, but that's true. You don't have to consider my feeling at all. I know that I can't expect that from him. I know that much. He looked back at my tense expression and asked in an amused way.
ではどうする？
I'm going to protect myself. If you are going to abuse my body, I'd rather bite off my tongue and die.
くだらん脅しだな。教国の信者にとって自
Does
死は
someone
大
die
罪。
from biting their
で
tongue?
きるはずがない。
I've never heard that before. You know it well. If I kill myself, I will lose my salvation. However, I will choose that over abusing my dignity. My voice shook. Could I really take on my own life? Of course, I was scared and didn't want to die. Even I couldn't tell whether the words I spoke were bluff. But I can't just accept this. I gave my biggest bluff as I glared into the eyes of the Laoshu leader.
まるで猫だな。
Huh?
色気がないにも程がある。ずいぶん乱々とした目で見つめてくれたものだ。
He wasn't smiling anymore. His eyes seemed hollow just a moment ago. But now he looked at me directly in the
あい
eyes.
にくと女の視線には慣れていてな。
Huh?
どこの国でも女が俺を見る目は毒のように甘いか。そうでなければあからさまな恐怖で彩られているのが常だった。だからそんな目で俺を睨んでくるのは女ではなく野良の猫くらいだろう。
What is he trying to get at? I couldn't understand what he was trying to say, but as usual, he didn't wait for my response and just selfishly took action. He suddenly let me go and looked sulky. Oh, you are going to stop?
その気になりようがない。猫が相手ではな。退屈は紛れたが、問答も疲れた。お前もさっさと眠ってしまえ。
Why are you pulling on me? Why are you starting to hug me?
寝ろ。
I can't sleep like this. She shouldn't complain.
あまり泣くな。あいにく猫の言葉は理解できん。
Say that I wasn't a cat, but I couldn't. He won't touch a cat. He seemed to mean that if I were a human, things would be different.
野良だろうがなんだろうが、ここは俺の部屋だ。主に従え。
He said that much and closed his eyes, wrapping me in both of his arms like a pillow. Oh no. I tried to move around carefully. His arms were heavy and he held me tightly. I couldn't escape at all. Did he really just fall asleep? Then am I stuck like this until morning? It was a hopeless situation in so many ways. But I guess I was lucky. Yes, you are fucking lucky. They brought me to the Laoshu base, but I haven't been murdered yet. I'm still alive. And in the end, he didn't touch me and left me alone. Was that his way of being kind? Or was it only him acting on a whim? Neither, I guess. I knew there wasn't any kindness in his action. I understood that very well. But there was a part of me that had a faint glimpse of hope, if only to have something to cling on. While being held in the arm of the Laoshu leader, I endured a restless night of little sleep. So it's chapter 2. I think I did the correct choices for the chapter 1. I'm not sure. Hmm. Huh. Where am I? I awoke confused in an unfamiliar room. After a few seconds, I remembered what happened to me yesterday. How could she forget so easily? This wasn't a nightmare, it was the reality. My body felt uncomfortable and I tried to sit up. I can't move. Something heavy. Remembering my situation more clearly, I choked back a scream. In the bed with me was the sleeping leader of the Laoshu, still holding me tightly in his arms. His skin as bare as it was last night. I rushed to free myself from his arms and tried to get out of bed. I can't break free. Despite his peaceful slumber, he had a tight grip on me that wouldn't loosen. What am I supposed to do? As I struggled, I imagined how dark my days with the Laoshu would be. I felt it deep down inside. Breakfast was prepared in the dining hall. There were several types of porridge, some wrapped rolls, and fried food lined up. One porridge seemed to have chicken and egg. It was slightly yellow, with the vibrant pops of green from the finely chopped onions. The porridge with the knife, with white fish and scallops, smelled wonderful, and there were pretty wrapped dumplings called I'm not good at Xiao Long Pa. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's still morning, but they are eating freshly fried chicken. Such a hearty breakfast seemed unusual to me. I couldn't help but staring away. As I looked around in the various dishes, I a ceramic, a ceramic spoon appeared in front of my mouth.
口を開けろ。やけどするなよ。どうした？おとなしく従わないのか？そうだ。よくできたな。褒めてやる。
She did. She is sitting on his lap. Lucky bitch. I mean, somehow I was pulled into his lap. May I ask?
なんだ？
Well, your hand. You are touching me.
手持ち無沙汰だからな。
Couldn't help but tremble as he nonchalantly ran his hand over my legs. Just stop.
口答えをするのか？まさかな。お前にそんな権利はないだろう。それに周りの目があるうちはそれらしく振る舞った方がいい。
His voice like I can't breathe. I can't breathe. He whispered sweetly into my ears, and I knew he was doing it to be mean.
ちょっといいですかね。
As a member, all guys. One of the men timidly approached the young, who glanced over uninterestedly.
その女は
飼うことにした。
It seemed the man didn't know about what happened yesterday, so was confused at the sight of a woman suddenly sitting on Yan's lap.
今までの女とは随分毛色が違いますね。終始替えですか。
I want to see his previous times. Yan ignored him and spoke aloud so that everyone around us could hear.
餌は俺がやる。お前たちは手を出すな。
What? Feed? Don't tell me!
まるで猫だな。色気がないにも程がある。ずいぶん乱々とした目で見つめてくれたものだ。
I love the art in that CGI. I was wondering why he pulled me into his lab to feed me breakfast. Finally, I understood his behavior. The Lao Shu men, however, took it differently.
もちろん分かってます。狩猟の女に手出しなんてしませんよ。
A different member of earlier looked pale and rushed to deny.
ヤン、例の話だけど。
The young man entered the room, looking toward Yan, and suddenly stopped. He saw me sitting on Yan's lap and froze. His eyes grew wide in surprise. Oh, I sometimes see him at the church. I felt relieved to see a familiar face, but a question immediately came to mind. Wait, if he is here, then does that mean he is affiliated with the Lao Shu?
どうして彼女がヤンの膝に乗ってる？
His expression seemed like worrying or sad.
いや、それよりちゃんと彼女に説明したのか？何があったのか話せ。今すぐ。
朝から騒がしいな、オルロック。もちろん説明したと思う。だが、この女は自ら俺の寝床に飛び込んできたのでな。可愛がることにした。
He's lying! It's true that I did choose to sleep in his room, but the way he's saying it will give the wrong impression. The young man named Orlok was speechless with his mouth agape.
おかげで夕べは楽しませてもらった。しばらく飽きずに済みそうだ。
Yan smiled thinly and held me by the nape as he pulled me hard and stole my lips as if he was showing off. I moved my hands to push Yan's chest away, but no, I can't do this. I am currently Yan. This display would guarantee my safety. That was why I accepted staying in Yang's room in the first place. But this is so... Everyone was watching us as Yang relentlessly violated me. When he was finally parted, I saw that something was dripping from Yang's thin lips. I couldn't help but turn bright red and gave a fruitive whisper that only he could hear. Was that the truth? You are horrible, Yan. You said that you wouldn't be in the mood with a cat.
何の話だ？お前は人間だろう。
What's that? He was terrible. I realized once more, Yan was cunning and terrible person. Once more, you should have realized that already.
まさか、ヤン。夕べ彼女を。
Poor Orlok. He got the wrong impression. Orlok looked pale and asked to confirm.
夕べはいろんな声を聞かせてくれたな。どうする？他の連中にも聞かせてやるか？
You can at least wait until we are alone. I felt anger at his reckless words, but forced myself to smile and answer. Hearing my response, Orlok seemed shocked. Meanwhile, Yang seemed to be having fun watching me get mad and feel uncomfortable.
邪魔が入ったな。食事の続きだ。
Yan once again scooped a spoonful of porridge and brought it to my mouth. You don't have to do all this for me. I can eat on my own, so...
餌は俺がやると言ったはずだ。
I tried to decline, but he forced me to eat. How am I supposed to taste anything after he gave me such a kiss? Yet I found myself realizing how delicious it was. I wasn't used to this food, but it somehow calmed me.
俺が気に食わないとしても、ラオシュウが気に食わないとしても、食事だけは欠かすな。お前がここから逃げ出したいと思うなら、なおのこと、食べられる時には無理をしてでも食べておけ。
What? Yan spoke so matter-of-factly about the importance of eating. That was unexpected. Let me think. In his childhood, he couldn't eat very well. He was poor, maybe abandoned orphan, and he couldn't eat, so he said this right now. That was unexpected.
しかし、それにしても色気のない服だな。何か新しいものを見繕ってやるか。
I want to see her in Chinese cloth. I looked at my cloth and responded to Yang's comment. What to choose? Probably thank you? I don't know. Thank you.
感謝の言葉ならもっと嬉しそうな顔で言ってもらいたいものだ。
Oh.
いや、言い直されてもつまらん。それよりも今後は態度で示せ。
My actions? How so?
俺を楽しませろ。それだけでいい。
I think this is the correct answer. I don't know. But that's so vague. I just couldn't even imagine what I'd be able to do that would entertain him.
いや、いつになく女を可愛がってるよな。
はあ、珍しいこともあるもんだ。いつもの気まぐれかもしれねえが。
これから面白くなりそうね。私もあの子気になるもん。
どうだか珍しさで捕まえただけならまたすぐに飽きるよ。
Back to his room again. After the meal, Yang brought me back to his room. Hardly any time passed before the door opened without a knock.
ヤン、来たよ。私たちのことを呼んだ？
まあ状況的にどうして呼ばれたのかは想像つくけど。
Yang didn't react to them and instead spoke to me.
ゆうべ、お前に護衛をつけると言ったな。
So the twins are my guard? These little children? Don't underestimate children in the mafia. It wouldn't make more sense that I wouldn't be asked to play with them. Maybe they don't intend to watch me very strictly?
ねえねえ。
How young are they?
どうするの？
俺はこれから会合がある。リーを連れてな。
それなら僕もこんな子の護衛よりカジノがいいよ。
Oh, so the boy will stay with me.
ああ、まったく釣れないな、ヤン。
Jan ignored the boy and simply left the room. I watched him depart, my head tilted in confusion. A meeting? Wouldn't it be difficult to have a discussion in the casino?
じゃあまず自己紹介ね。こっちはフェイ、私はラン。私たちは双子だよ。
Okay. The girl who claimed to be Lan looked at me with the twinkling eyes.
私朝見た時からあなたのこと可愛いって思ってたの。近くで見てもお人形さんみたいね。金髪って本当に綺麗。すごく素敵よ。
そう大したことないと思うけど、ランの方がずっと可愛いよ。
Lan kept inching closer to me, but Faye was acting distant and cold. Please, I'm Serenity. Pleased to meet you both. I introduced myself and thought I changed her name. I think her initial name was Liliana or something similar to that. In my first playthrough, I wrote my IRL name and I deeply regretted it because I don't know, she's just so useless and I hated hearing my name for a character that was so very useless. I changed it now to Serenity. Okay, let's continue. I introduced myself and thought, is there any way I can escape from here? If only I can get outside. I desperately thought and came up with an idea. Say, Jan told me I can walk about freely as long as I stay in Veleno. I remembered what he told me yesterday and brought it up to the twins.
あ、それ私たちも聞いてるよ。早速お出かけする？案内するよ。
She's underestimating the kids. Thank you. I love that. I hope I can escape. But even if I succeed, I'm sure someone will come after me. What should I do? If I did nothing, my life would be exposed to even more danger. I hope I can figure out something.
ねえフェイ、私この子は結構いい線いくんじゃないかって思うの。ヤン、今回は長く手元に置いとくかもよ。
Are they betting on that?
なんで？ランも知ってるでしょ。この子は別にヤンの好みじゃないよ。
I'm curious about Yang type. What is his type?
女の勘だよ。
女のねえ、彼氏がいたこともないランの女の勘。
何よ、いいのよ。私にはフェイがいるじゃない。
まあそうだけどね。
He's blushing.
よーし、じゃあお出かけしましょう。忘れ物はない？なんて何も持ってないか。
僕はランがお財布持ってるかどうか気にした方がいいと思うけど。
またそういうこと言うんだから、私は大丈夫よ。じゃあ早速の前に、もし逃げようとしたら殺すからね。
They give her a warning already. What? Lan had the same happy expression on her face, but her point was crystal clear. She said it so brightly that I thought she was kidding. Her smile looked so carefree. A child this young? She can't be serious. No, she is really serious. Although I felt unsettled, I followed them out of Yan's room. I feel a little intimidated. Among the district of Barolone, Veleno was the one that I was the least familiar with. The only time I ever came this way was for provisioning, but aside from that, I rarely visited.
ほら、早く行こうよ。案内してあげるね。
Sure. Thank you. As far as I could see, the stores and streets seemed to be bustling. I occasionally heard people arguing, but there were a lot of people walking about. We passed by vegetable markets and clothing shops just like anywhere else. I stopped at what appeared to be a general store. There were decorative trinkets, baskets of various sizes, and tapestry stitched in black and white. So many unfamiliar motifs. Say, can I ask you something? What kind of tapestry is that?
あれはクマネコって動物よ。そっか、こっちにはいないね。
She never heard about panda. Yeah, the game setting is long ago.
僕たちも本物を見たことはないけど、クマネコのぬいぐるみとか売られてるよ。
Stuffed panda. I wonder if they are something like a teddy bear. They are even cuter. Thanks for telling me, you two. Pandas are cute. As we started to walk again, I got to thinking. Veleno. Might actually be a fun town, or it's a busy one. I think the first one. She saw new stuff and she seems to be enjoying it. Let's choose it and see. It seems so interesting to me. I didn't hear many good things about the Laoshu. That was why I had my guard up. But actually, seeing the town changed my impression of it a little. Commerce was vibrant and bustling, and not at all like the lonely, dark atmosphere that I imagined. There are also looked to be people of diverse backgrounds working together, and I didn't see any particular discrimination. Maybe the bad image I had of this place was just because of the Laoshu base so close by. I see. I started to feel bad about the assumption I made without any prior knowledge. I looked down with shame. I think they mentioned before that she didn't live further away from the church. So she is surprised now. Huh? Before I knew it, I had lost sight of the two. Nan? Faye? Are they testing her? To see if she is gonna run or something, or I don't know. Where did they go? I looked around, but they weren't on the main street. Where did they go? As I searched the area, I found myself in a dim alley. Maybe I should turn back. When I headed towards the main street, I heard the footsteps from behind me. There stood a man I didn't know. Is he drunk? This man, his eyes are unfocused. His footsteps were unsteady and his hands were shaking. What the hell is his problem? Is he on a drug? I had seen these type of people when I went to Strano for provision.
Caramella. 持ってんだろう、お前。
Ah, that's the drug name, yeah. Huh? Candy? I'm sorry, I...
ごたくはいいから早くよこせよ。薬だって言ってんだろ。
He expected to find it from a lady. He lost his mind. The man grabbed my arm and started to scream at me. Let me go! I tried to push the man off, but his grip was too strong. I couldn't get away. What am I supposed to do? The kids are gonna kill him, maybe.
もう勝手にいなくなったらダメじゃない。ラン、一応言っておくけど、勝手に動いたのは僕たちだよ。
Also, he admitted that. I didn't realize it was a sword behind his back. Like, I knew about the girl Lance, but let's see. The two came running to my rescue and took out their weapons. Aiming for the man back and head, they both hit him stimulationally. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. The two defeated him in a second.
それじゃあ戻るよ。早く早く。
Okay, that was so scary. The sudden attack still had me quite shaken. Even though I was back on the bustling main street, my heart was still pounding. I took a deep breath and tried to regain my sense of composure. Maybe the twins felt bad seeing me like this. They looked at one another and then ran into a nearby shop. Then,
じゃーん買ってきたよ
oh, what did they get? What is it? They had pulled out a round white bread.
そこのお店で買ってきた満糖だよ早く食べなよお腹空いたでしょ何かお腹に入れるとちょっと落ち着くよほら温かいうちに食べて食べて
Aw, they're so sweet. Thank you. I nervously took a bite. The fluffy bread was filled with the ground meat and finely chopped vegetables. It was like the inside of ravioli, but cooked inside a very soft bun. It had a unique texture and taste. This is delicious. I didn't really feel too hungry, but once I started to eat, I felt as though I could eat the whole thing. Not only that, but Lan was right. I do feel like I've calmed down. Earlier, my hands wouldn't stop shaking, but the warmth of the bun relaxed them.
最近ああいう輩が増えてるよね薬に溺れるのは好きにしろって思うけど前からあんなに暴れたりしてたっけこの頃妙に凶暴
Of
な感
course,
じ
if
だ
they
よ
keep
ね
taking it, they're gonna mess up their brains.
そうそう話が通じないことも多いよ完全に頭がおかしくなってる感じね
あの薬にそんな効果も副作用もなかったはずなのにね
You two seem knowledgeable about drugs. When I said that, they both grinned.
そりゃそうだよだって僕たちマフィアだよラオシュだよ
He admitted that immediately, and he looked so proud.
薬のことくらい私たちも少しは知ってるよすごいでしょラオ州だからね
Just a little bit? Are you sure? I see. Seeing how proud they were, I couldn't help but nod. And you two are really strong. Thank you for saving me earlier. Upon hearing my expression of gratitude, their smile grew wider with a joy. And the twin confidently puffed up their chest with a
僕
pride.
たちは二人揃ってれば無敵なんだよラオシュでも叶うやつなんてほとんどいないもん
だからあなたの護衛だって簡単なのよ大船に乗ったつもりでいいよ
Seeing them like this, they seemed just like children. But how they reacted to the man was very swift. Despite being children, they were able to knock down a grown man with a single blow. I knew it. It couldn't have been easy. Yan must have chosen them to be my guards because he knew how capable they are. How did you two end up with the love shoe?
気になる
Yes, I'm curious. Well, you two look younger than me. It's hard to believe you ended up in the love shoe at the love shoe. Among the men I saw at their base, Lan and Faye were by far the youngest. I asked, worried about their well-being, and the twins looked at one another. Lan and Faye smiled at each other, looking very proud.
私たちはヤンに憧れてヤンを追いかけてここまで来たのよ
I see. What? You look up to him?
うんヤンがいなかったら今の僕たちはここにいなかったよ
Oh, so he saved their life. They now. I wasn't expected this answer at all. The two of them continued brightly.
私たちの出身は香港の九龍城塞。ブルローネのストラノなんか目じゃないよ。
もっともっと大規模な無法地帯。僕たちは物心ついた頃には親がいなかったし、
They are
二人
also
で寄り添いな
orphans.
がら必死に生きてきた。でも大人たちはそんな僕たちからいろんなものを奪っていった。ある日の夜、必死になって手に入れた食料を僕たちが慌てて食べていた時だった。
Feel bad for them.
ゆっくり食べてたら奪われちゃうからね。
そしたら通りすがっただけの大人たちにいきなり殴られたよ。何か理由があったのかもしれないけど、僕たちには訳がわからなかった。
The buns where we were eating fell to the floor. We fell to the floor just like they did, and we were punched over and over.
僕は必死に乱をかばおうとしたよ。
Oh, that's what...
九龍城塞ではこんな理不尽な暴力ありふれたものだった。よくあることだった。けど今日こそ本当に死ぬのかなって思った。
Just then,
邪魔だ。どけ。
Yang kicked all the grown-ups away. He didn't look twice at them, or even us, and kept walking. But of course one of them got mad and started to pick a fight with Yang. They said, "What the hell?" and grabbed Yang, but all Yang did was
俺
smile.
に逆らうのか。度胸は買ってやる。
But the rest was just a game. In a flash, he almost killed them all. He fought off a lot of them at once, but he didn't even break a sweat. Nana and I were sawn away while we watched the whole thing happen. And that was when Yan first noticed us.
どうした？血を見るのが好きか？
そんなことない。痛いだけだし血なんか好きじゃない。
Yan grinned and I shouted at him. But Nan and I were covered in blood.
自ら流す方が好きか？退屈なガキだな。
Takets. Yan eyes sinned coldly. He left the half-dead grown-ups in the alley and walked off.
助けてくれてありがとう。
Oh, she sounds cute.
助けた覚えはない。俺は道を塞ぐゴミをどけただけだ。
Gomi. Gosh. We stared dumbfounded as Yan walked off. But despite our wounds, we sprang up into our
追いかけ
feet.
よう。あの人についていこう。
Ah, so he started admiring him from this
あ
moment.
の人が来なかったら私たちここで死んでた。
She also...
そうじゃなくてもあさっていつかはどうせ私たちこの町の誰かに殺される。
Poor children. We wanted to be as strong as
ランを守れるくらい強くなりたい。
ヘイを助けられるくらい強くなりたい。
Aww.
それで私たちはヤンの後を追いかけてリュウファンフイに入ったよ。
Mia Funky? Did you pronounce?
ラオシュはあくまでこの町での便宜上の名前。もともとは本国に今日構えるリー・ファンフイっていう組織の一部なんだよ。
Hard to pronounce that name.
ヤンはリュウファンフイの幹部の一人なの。
何年か前にヤンがブルローネの仕事を任されて、その時一緒にこの国に来たんだよ。
Ah, okay. I see. The story they shared so easily was harsh and unfortunate. Remembering what they told me, I I suppose Yan has a nice side, I think is the correct answer. Because the second one sounds so dumb, I will choose this one. I suppose Yan has a nice side. Saving children? To be quite honest, it was completely unexpected.
すごく可愛いこと言うのね。びっくりしちゃったよ。
Lan's shoulders shook me with happy laughter. Huh? I cocked my head and Faye just rolled his eyes and explained.
びっくりだよ。お前、頭空っぽだね。そんな調子じゃ、すぐヤンに飽きられるよ。
Bored? That didn't sound good.
ヤンは執着しないからね。退屈が嫌いだから飽きれば何でも捨てるよ。
I envy him. He doesn't get attached at all. In real life, I am the opposite. I get so attached. But okay, let's not talk about me.
女にはモテるけど、一人の女を長くそばに置いておくことはないし。だから、お前もきっとすぐに飽きられて捨てられるに違いないよ。
Feel he's a little bit jealous. Like I took a place, like important place of their leader. So he's acting like this.
言ったらちょっと言い過ぎでもない。全部本当のことだったね。
He's agreeing too. I see. Hearing Lan affirm Faye words, I only felt anxiety rise in my heart.
ヤンの女の末路なんてろくなもんじゃない。だってヤンはラオ州の首領なんだから。大方死ぬか死んだ方がマシだって思うような展開になるかの二択だよ。
There is a way to check if I did the correct answer or not, but it's a little bit difficult in this game. I don't know. The flower should be colored, but when I don't know. Let's see what kind of ending I get. It's okay even if I get the bad ending. I sometimes enjoy the bad endings too. They usually die off.
狩猟のそばにいれば知っちゃいけないような組織の話を自然と聞くことになるしね。そしたらもう野放しになんてできないね。
They think that I belong to Yan, but I am really only a hostage for the Falzone. But even so, if I continue living at their base, I know I will learn about the Lao Shu's internal affairs. Even if the qualms between the Yan and the Falzone are resolved, I don't think he will let me go back to my ordinary life afterwards. I had such a bad feelings come over me. I was anxious. I could barely stand. Okay, now I'm curious. What happened to her friend? I forget about Elena completely. What the hell did happen to her? To shake it off, I tried to change the topic to something that was on my mind earlier. So, I want to thank you too for saving me before. Is there anything I could do to repay you?
前にクレタで売ってるのを見たの。あれがいい。変わった名前でいっぱいそうになってるサクサクした焼き菓子が食べたいよ。
It may not be croissant, but if it's kind of a buff pastry. Was it? I'm sorry, what? A shell-shaped tree made with the layers of pie crust.
でも多分そんな名前よ。
Yes, hard name. How to pronounce that? They looked so excited, so I tried to remember how to make it. Okay, I think I can make that. I made it at the church before.
そうなの？ありがとう。すごく嬉しい。
Thrilled, Lan gave a big smile and jumped up and down on the spot.
お菓子でそんなに喜ぶことないよ。まだ作ってもらってもいないのにね。
Pei turned the other way coldly, but I could see his expression had softened and he appeared a bit fidgety. He too looked happy.
ラオ州では時々午後にヤムチャするのよ。その時にでもスフォリアテッラを用意してくれたら私たちは嬉しいよ。
How to pronounce that again?
スフォリアテッラを用意してくれたら私たち
So
は
the T
嬉
is
しいよ。
silent. Okay, Sfoliatella. I'm gonna research that and Google later. What's yamcha?
お茶とお菓子を用意していろいろ話したりするね。ヤンもよく参加するんだよ。
I didn't expect he'd join. I can't imagine Yan having a fun tea time. Maybe it is a custom of the East.
ねえねえ、まだ元気があるならこれからお買い物に行こうよ。
そうだね。これからラオ州で生活するんだし、身の回りのものとか欲しいものがあったら買えばいい。
ヤンからお小遣いもらってるから何でも買えるよ。ねえ、何が欲しい？
I thought about it. Oh, there's. There was a floor in the casino where general customers were forbidden to enter. The back was perfect for private meetings. However, it was extremely rare for the Berlone Mafia bosses to gather together, a truly unusual sight.
教会の女をさらうなど、ラオ州の行いは断じて許されることじゃない。中立であるアルカで、あんな真似をするなど一体どういうつもりだ。覚悟はできているのか。
I miss Dante. I played his role previously. His voice actor, like I forgot his name, but the popular thing he did, voicing Dimitri from Fire Emblem. Arca is a neutral ground. What does it mean? Are you prepared for the
そうだな。お前たちには信じがたいことかもしれんが、あの女に一目惚れして。
He's lying. It was obvious that neither of them believed the word. Their expressions were very entertaining. He just loved to tease others and see their expression. I gave a thin smile and continued calm.
そのため、あの女をベレーノに連れ帰って口説いた。今ではあいつも喜んでいる。今さらお前たちの出る幕はない。
さっきから何をふざけたことを。ヤン、本当に小一の話なら外野がとやかく言うことじゃないかもしれねえ。
アルカで強引な真似をしたことは謝罪しよう。つい恋に目がくらんだ。
Blinded by love, my ass.
今後アルカでは問題は起こさん。それなら構わんだろう。ファルツ王ね。それとも俺があの女を手にしていては困る理由でもあるのか？
ない。好きにしろ。アルカの剣が片付いたならそれはいい。本題に入るぞ、ヤン。最近の麻薬の流通について聞きたいことがある。以前に比べて随分取引が盛んなようだが、お前一体何を考えてる？自分の地区の人間を食いつぶして何になるってんだ？
He cares only about the money, I guess.
わざわざ話すほどのことでもない。薬は欲しがる者に与えているだけだ。奴らはこちらが売った薬がなければ良い夢の一つも見られん弱者だからな。
だからってあんなもんを摂取し続ければじきに体を蝕まれて死ぬだけだ。
Like he could care?
そうだな。お前たちのような強者にはわからんだろうが、鬱屈した不満を抱えた連中など 薬がなくなれば負の感情を吐き出す先を失う。そうなれば何をしでかすかわからんだろう。これが俺の統治の仕方だ。現実から目をそらし、薬が見せる夢の世界に逃げ込むような連中をお前たちは救いたいと思うのか？
ラオ州の管轄ベレーノにおいてはお前の好きにすればいい。
They can't
そう
do
だな。
anything about it, I guess.
互いの領分には手を出さないのが俺たちの決まりだ。
だがお前がブルローネ全てを蝕むなら俺は黙っていない。当然ディスコンティもな。
なるほど、それは恐ろしいな。俺もその際には覚悟しておくとしよう。
I thought about it. Oh, welcome back. Jan returned to the room late at night.
まだ起きていたのか。
I felt sort of guilty to sleep before the owner of the room did. Oh. Besides, I have no idea what you might do if I'm sleeping.
確かにな。反応がなくてはつまらん。どのみち無理にでも起きてもらうことになる。
I couldn't tell if he was joking. It was difficult to tell.
それでなんだそれは。
This? I bought it today. I showed Jan the cover of the book I was reading. It was a collection of Shakespeare's work. Jan raised his brows uninterested. If I have to be here for a while, it might help pass the time. I can also forget reality while I am reading a book.
そうか、好きにしろ。
He was clearly uninterested. I closed the book in my hands. I also bought some sleepwear and things I need to live here. And Lan and Faye saved me today.
助けて？早速何かあったのか。ベレーノからは出ていないだろうな。
Well, I summed up the events of today. Jan appeared uninterested, but he did seem to be listening. This strange drug is circulating Valeno, and it seems very popular. Isn't it obvious that he is the one selling the drugs? Because even the kids knew a lot about it. She should have realized that. I carefully chose my words, watching carefully to see how Jan would react. This district is under the Laoshu rule, right? Isn't there something you can do to regulate it?
できないも何も、そもそも取り締まる必要があまりない。
Why not?
薬を流しているのはラオ州だからな。規制すればこちらの首も締まる。
What? But it's dangerous drug. The kind that drives people mad.
お前、アヘン戦争を知らないのか？当時、英国は真にアヘンを持ち込み、莫大な利益を得た。一方で中毒者は4000万人以上に上った。
Is opium another kind of a drug?
俺は今、もらった恩を返しているだけだ。もっとも、相手は英国ではないがな。
Listening to him talk about it so nonchalantly, I was at loss for words. It's true, the United Kingdom did something abhorrent, but I still can't bring myself to agree with his stance on it either. All his actions are doing is increasing the number of people suffering in the war. Thinking of those living desperate lives due to the drugs were painful to think about.
寝る、来い。
He walked toward the bed, according to me to follow, ordering me to follow, but I shook my head. No, I don't want to sleep with you. I'm going to sleep on the floor tonight.
そうか。なら勝手にしろ。
He's gonna let her? For someone who told me to come to him, he seemed attached and smiled thinly.
それにしても運が良かった。つけた護衛があの双子でなければ死んでいたかもしれんな。
Is he trying to make her feel guilty so she could listen to his order? What do you mean?
お前が遭遇したという中毒者はおそらく新薬紅ボタンを摂取していたのだろう。
A new drug?
効果は一時的な気分の高揚。それ自体は今までのものとさほど変わりはない。だがその依存性と副作用は従来のものより強く、中毒者は遠からず脳が溶け肉体が崩壊し死に至る。早い話、粗悪品というわけだ。副作用の幻覚のせいで殺し合う者もいれば、過剰摂取でショック死する者もいる。
Hallucination. Jan spoke about it so casually. I thought back about the time I was attacked, and a shiver ran down my spine. If it weren't for the twins, I would have been murdered.
そういう。
Come to think of it, Faye and Lan were saying.
最近ああいう輩が増えてるよね。薬に溺れるのは好きにしろって思う。前からあんなに暴れたりしてたっけ？この頃妙に凶暴な感じだよね。
そうそう、話が通じないことも多いよ。完全に頭がおかしくなってる感じね。
あの薬にそんな効果も副作用もなかったはずなのにね。ちょっとおかしいよ。
This drug, the red peony, is being distributed by someone other than the Lao Shu?
正解だ。どうだ、面白い話だろう。
I thought it was by the Lao Shu. Seems I was mistaken. Do you plan on doing anything about it? Earlier, Yang said that there was no need to regulate it. A new drug was being distributed in the district that the Lao Shu ruled over. As the head of the Lao Shu, he shouldn't just ignore it. I love his smirk. Hey, Yang, could it be? I tried to ask him another question because he only smirked and didn't answer me. But his expression grew annoyed, as if he found the whole conversation tiresome.
俺は寝ると言ったはずだ。寝かせろ。それともそんなに遊んでほしいか？
He glanced at me as if he were appraising me. What kind of answer is that? Play with me and good night. I wanna see his reaction. I think good night is the correct one. I don't know. Let's see the reaction of this one. Well, as long as you don't mind.
そうか。では遊んでやろう。
What are you? You asked him to
遊
do
ばれ
that.
たいのだろう。遠慮するな。これも暇つぶしにはなる。
What? He pushed me down into the bed, and I realized there was a big misunderstanding. When I said I wanted you to play with me, that wasn't what I meant. I meant if you can be a conversation partner. I have so much to ask you. What kind of answer? Yeah. Oh, did I make a mistake that I can't undo? Uh,
シャオチエ、優しい俺が教えてやろう。
what did he call her?
シャオチエ、
Xiaoqi.
優しい俺が教えてやろう。ここはチャイニーズマフィアの拠点で、今お前を組み敷いているのはその狩猟だ。俺と遊ぶ行為は殺し合うかむつみ合うか、その二択だ。せめて好きな方を選ばせてやる。
What? No! Although he stated that he'd let me choose, his hands were already roughly taking my cloth. I tried to resist, protecting myself with both arms, and I screamed a little, seeing that his eyes immediately lost their fire. His ice-cold gaze pierced through me. If I deny him, he will really kill me. Was this look murderous intent? I was so scared that the tears flowed down. Ian suddenly smirked and slowly he began to lick the tears of me.
お前は思い知った方がいい。だから今夜は少しばかり痛くする。ああ、好きなだけ泣け。それは許す。女の悲鳴も涙も嫌いではないからな。
I said something to him I couldn't take back. Unbearable emotions were building up inside me, but I looked down to avoid facing reality. We are already at chapter 3. I wanted to see his reaction for the other answer. Could I go back? I think so, but let me... Can I save? Let me save in another new chapter. I think the flowers colored a little bit. Did I choose the right answer? Let me see. Here. Let's say good night. Good night, sweet dreams.
釣れないな。残念だ。一人目は増えてなのだが。
His words do not match his expression. His body. He swiftly took off his shirt and I rushed to avert my eyes. I felt like he was smirking a little. I could hear the bed creak as he lay down. Tonight I'm going to sleep on the floor no matter what. I think this one is the correct because we got the other story part. It took the note tied to the carrier pigeon foot and read it under a light. Within it was a report I couldn't believe.
すでにヤンのものになっただと？
Joseph. Who is he? My voice shook with shock and
信
anger.
託の娘だと聞けば普通は手を出さんだろう。これだから異教とは。
Unable to suppress my irritation, I cursed the man who was in prison.
オルロックをラオ州に貸し出したのはあの娘の警護を兼ねたつもりだったが、あの娘にはもう価値がなくなった。今すぐにでも引き上げて構わない。が、すでに支払いが終わっている以上、急に手を引くわけにもいかない。
So he paid Orlo
さて、どうしたものか。
to do. There's another side of the story. Let's see it. Sign.
今になってみるとおかしな話だ。あんたに言われるまで俺はどうして行動に移さなかったんだろうな。
組織に対する忠義心があなたの邪魔をしていたのかもしれませんね。
確かにな。だが今はわかる。俺はヤンより優れている。ラオシュのためを思えばこそ俺が頭になる
Is
べきだろ
he gonna betray Yan later?
しばらくは静観しましょうか。
There is no way I would want to sleep in the same bed as this man. Although the floor was hard and cold, I felt that I have more peaceful night than yesterday. So, okay, nothing happened. We are at chapter 3. I think I'm gonna stop right now because it's almost 3 a.m. and I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So I guess I should end the stream. Thanks for anyone who watched the stream and for the people who are gonna watch it later. I hope you enjoy it and I will continue at later time. Bye bye.